Hi there everyone, my name's Anna and today I'm here to introduce you to my channel. Now, what is this channel going to be about exactly? Well, I'm mainly going to be focusing on language learning, including my language learning journey, content related to language learning, and polyglotism, even though I don't claim to be a polyglot or an expert in anything of that matter. And basically, anything related to that. Now, I've been involved in the language learning online community for about a year and a half to 2 years now, give or take. And I've watched these people, and I've always thought, wow, I want to be a part of this. I want to be part of these discussions, these fascinating discussions, and be part of this community that shares my interests. Because as many of us can relate, I'm sure I don't have anyone in my real life to discuss this with, and in a way, this is kind of my outlet to express that. So yeah. So to give you a little background on my linguistic journey, my native language is English. I was born and raised in Canada, so that is my first language. And of course, I still speak it to this day at a native level. Canadian English, to be specific. The second language I learned was French, as that is a required language in Canadian schools. In the Canadian school system, I have my personal beef with that. I will definitely get into that in a later video, but I do not claim to be fluent in French at all. I am definitely more conversational. I would place myself at a B1 level. I understand and listen to a lot of French, but when it comes to speaking, I'm a little bit more hesitant and have to search around for words, and I'm not as free-flowing and as fluent as I'd like to be. But I am working on that, and we'll get to that in another video, hopefully. The third language I learned is ASL, or American Sign Language. Now, I have been studying this language for about 10 years, mainly through my local deaf community and through deaf instructors. Now, I would consider myself to be fluent-ish in ASL. I am not a CODA nor a SOTA, therefore it's not my native language, one of my first languages. I don't claim to be fully fluent in ASL. I'm still currently working and improving on my ASL, but as far as I know, I have a strong comfort level in ASL. I am very comfortable in having conversations, do not have to pause or think or search for vocabulary as often. It comes very naturally to me. And on that note, I'm currently studying to one day be an ASL to English, English to ASL interpreter one day, currently in my first year. And of course, I really hope to share that journey with you all. Let's see, that's 3. Yeah, the fourth language I learned is Spanish. Spanish is one of my most fluent languages. I would place myself at a B2, but maybe that's being a bit generous. That's where I personally would place myself, as I do not hesitate when I speak Spanish. I'm very comfortable. I don't have to search for words. Conversation comes very naturally to me, but of course, it is not my native language. I still have a long way to go in putting myself into uncomfortable situations, such as speaking and speaking more often. And of course, I will be documenting my progress, continuing to advance in my Spanish journey. And I would place myself right now, I would place myself at a more advanced level. Like I said, B2, working towards a C1. But again, that's being generous. My fifth language is German. I've been learning German for about year and a half, maybe 2 years. I would place myself at a B1, but maybe, again, like I said, maybe that's being a little bit too nice on myself. I can speak, but I still don't have a strong grasp on the language in terms of being able to communicate very free-flowing. I'm still working on it a lot, and it's probably one of the hardest languages I've learned, and I'd love to talk about that a lot later in later videos. After that is Italian and Portuguese. Now, Italian, I've been learning for about a year, but I took a long break, and my level dropped significantly where I speak little to no Italian, and I'm really hoping to get that back one day. And of course, my most recent one is Brazilian Portuguese, to be more specific. I started learning this language in about March, and I would say I'm about an A2. Still a beginner, a more advanced beginner, but I'm hoping to progress in my Portuguese journey and hope to one day reach a level of fluency. So what can you expect from this channel? What sort of content do you hope to see? Well, of course, I hope to progress, document my progress. Sorry, that was a little bit of a mistake there in speaking. Wow, great English I have for a native English speaker. I hope to document my progress, share a lot of my language learning journey with you and my personal story with each of these languages. I'd also really love to discuss disability in language learning, as that is content that I don't really see on this platform, so I hope to shine a light on that perspective, as I do have a learning disability and I'm a language enthusiast, so I hope to bring those two worlds together. Anyways, my social media is linked down below. You can find me down there. And of course, if you'd like to say hi, say something nice, of course. If you'd like to share something with me, anything about your progress, what you want to see from this channel, what you hope from me, some of your favorite language learning YouTubers, literally anything. Feel free to just leave it down below. I hope to see you guys in another video, hopefully soon. I hope to be consistent with this. And yeah, that's all. Hope to see you guys soon. And of course, happy learning. Take care. Bye-bye.